Do you want to say it together? Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Hey there, party people! Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we have a very special guest. He says hi. This is Winston Schnauzer. If you don't know who he is, follow his TikTok at The Real Winston Schnauzer. If you're on this video, it's because you want to know what is better, Sunday's food for dogs or Ollie's. Both are equally good and both are just very, very different. So I'm gonna get into price point, how they come packaged, what Winston prefers, and all the other good stuff to help you make a choice. Okay, but before anything, I'm getting back on the chair because I can't sit on the floor. So let's do that first. Oh shit, sorry. I want to talk about both of them and then compare them. So let's get into Sunday's food for dogs first. So right here, I have Sunday's food for dogs. This is a turkey recipe. They have 2 other recipes. They have beef and chicken. All 3 recipes come packaged in a bag just like this. And when they ship it, it's obviously in a box to protect it, but essentially that's all you get. You don't get any other fluff in there in the packaging. It's super easy to unpack and then just store away in your kitchen wherever you want. It doesn't have to be in the refrigerator. It can be in your pantry. It can be outside of your kitchen. It can be anywhere and does not need to be refrigerated. So even though it looks like kibble, it cannot be any more different than kibble. For starters, this is made with 100% human grade ingredients, and we love that. And it's air dried, unlike kibble that's put through really high temperatures that ultimately just kills all the proteins and nutrients in the food. And another great thing about Sunday's food for dogs is that it's grain-free and it doesn't contain any synthetic additives or preservatives. My personal experience with Sunday's food for dogs has been great, except for one little thing that I'll get into in a second. But I just want to mention, in full disclosure, we are ambassadors of Sunday's Food for Dogs, so we do have a discount code. If you want to try Sundays, then the discount code is in the description. As I was saying, I love Sundays, and I think I probably would still be using Sundays if it wasn't for one tiny but major thing that happened in May. They ran out of food. Like, they did not have stock of any of the recipes from what I can tell from their emails. I really did not like how they went about it. They did not send any communication that this was happening. So I was waiting for like a week and a half after my shipment was supposed to come in, and it didn't. I thought maybe it's delayed, maybe it's coming, I don't know. So then around almost 2 weeks, I reached out to them and I was like, hey, I placed an order. It's not here yet. Where is it? And only then was it that I found out that they had no more recipes in stock. And they gave me no direction of when they would be restocked, when they would be able to ship out my food for Winston. I just kept thinking, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, but it never came. So finally, we made the switch to Ollie's. So besides that shipment problem that they had in May, I love Sundays, and honestly, like I said, if that hadn't happened, I would still be using Sundays because they're just so convenient. They're so easy to place orders with. And after a few weeks, management did reach out and apologize. But by that point, I had already switched to Ollie's. So now let's get into Ollie's. Winston is obsessed with it. Like, you just saw him come up here. He's staring at me and the bag because he knows his bag. He loves Ollie's. I think, honestly, he would prefer Ollie's over Sundays. So right here in my hands, I have Ollie's, and this is the best of both worlds if you want it to be. You get the baked recipe, which is essentially just a dry food like this, and it comes in a bag this big. And then you also get fresh food, and it comes frozen in blocks like these. And Winston loves this stuff. He goes crazy over it. the way that he eats this, he inhales this like there's no tomorrow. I had to buy him a slow feeder because he was going crazy at one point. Now, because there's 2 different types of foods in Ollie's world, you can pick 3 different types of subscription plans. You can pick only fresh food, so they'll only send you frozen food like this. Or you can pick both fresh food and baked food, which is what we do. And then there's a budget-friendly option, which is only fresh food, and I think that's only used as like toppers. So if you're already feeding your dog some sort of dry food and you want to add in fresh food as a topper, then that would be the option you go with. In terms of what options they have, for the fresh food, they have 4 options. This one right here is the beef with sweet potatoes. They also have chicken with carrots, turkey with blueberries, lamb with cranberries. Oh, sorry, they actually have 5. And they have pork with apples. So they have a lot more options for your furry baby. And then for the baked recipes, they only have 2 options. They have beef and chicken. We use the beef. And just like Sunday's Food for Dogs, Ollie's is also made with human-grade ingredients. Another really cool thing about Ollie's is that when you get your first shipment, they actually even give you a little storage container. So it looks like this. And this is where you would put the frozen food to store in your fridge, because unlike Sundays, you actually do have to keep this in the freezer and then in the fridge because it's fresh food. And then it also comes with this little like scooper thingy, so you can measure how much food you're giving to your dog. So convenience-wise, it is more work than Sunday's Food for Dogs. This is fresh food, so it comes in a giant box full of ice that you have to quickly get rid of and throw out, and then put the food in the freezer before it melts, because again, it's fresh food, and just like your meats, you have to keep it frozen until you need it. Okay, so which one is better? Sunday's Food for Dogs or Ollie's? And again, it's really all up to you. On one side, we have convenience, where Sunday's clearly wins that, because like I said, you just open the box and you can store it anywhere you want, and it's just one bag. It comes like this, and this is all you get. So I love that. Unlike Ollie's, where it comes in this giant box full of ice, and I don't know if it's just me, but I hate dealing with all the ice that comes in those packages with like frozen meals. It's so annoying, and this is dry ice, so it's like an added layer of annoyance. Now, feeding time. Again, Sundays wins in this area because there is no prep needed. It's so easy to just take the bag out, take a little measuring cup, and feed your dog, and that's it. Where Ollie's, there is prep needed. You have to take the food, the frozen food, put it in a slow feeder, then take the dry food, put it in that, mix it, and then give it to your dog. Also, you have to kind of plan ahead and take out these frozen fresh foods from the freezer. Otherwise, your dog will be left with none. So definitely more prep and planning needed with Ollie's. So Sundays wins on convenience and quickness. Now, let's talk numbers. Automatically, both of these options are going to be more expensive than kibble. It's just what you pay for a healthier option. So for Sunday's Food for Dogs, for a 40-ounce bag, which is this size right here, that is going to cost you $75. So for a 40-ounce bag like this one, this would last us 2 weeks. So we would get a new shipment 2 to 3 times a month, and that comes out to $150 to $225 a month. Now, if I break this down per week, it comes out to $37.56. You can also adjust the frequency of when they send you new shipments. So if you only want 1 bag a month, or you need 4 bags a month, you can adjust that in the settings. On the other hand, we have Ollie's, and they have a little bit of a different subscription model. So when you first sign up, you're going to get a very nice special discount. So we paid $23.50. And then the next order, because I never read the details, I never read anything. was for 8 weeks supply of food. So we got 2 bags of these, and then we got 8 weeks worth of fresh food, which is 28 packs of frozen beef and potatoes. And that came out to a lovely $229.73. And I know that sounds like a lot to pay up front, and it was, believe me, because when I got that payment, I was like, whoa, what is this? Why am I getting charged so much money? And then I realized what it was. It was 8 weeks worth of food. So that comes down to $28.71 a week, which is actually cheaper than Sunday's Food for Dogs. That comes down to $37.56 a week. And with Ollie's, you can also choose how frequently you get these shipments. So I didn't have to pay that much money up front for 8 weeks. I didn't know that was going to happen because, again, I don't read anything. I have to start reading the details, but that's my own problem. But anyways, after breaking it down like that per week, it really wasn't that bad. So for the next 8 weeks, I'm not getting a shipment, and Winston has food, which is nice because, like I said, I hate getting those big boxes full of ice. I hate dealing with that. I hate it so much. Okay, so Winston is back for his final thoughts. Winston, what do you want to say about Ollie's or Sunday's Food for Dogs? Yeah, I agree. He says both are amazing, and ultimately the choice will come down to what your dog prefers, your budget, and how much convenience matters to you. So I really hope you guys enjoyed my review. Both options are honestly great, so whatever you pick, you are going to be in great hands. And don't forget, I have a discount code in the description for Sundays for your first order. And like always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. We will be adding more videos on how to be the best dog mom out there. Thank you for watching. See you guys next time.